Fiction films, they affect our perception of the world around us in that if a film somehow influences your ideology or influences your beliefs, like films have even influenced people's religious faith. Like a work of art, I feel like the goal of it is to communicate a certain truth, or it can appeal to someone's ideology in such a way that they might change the way they live. Anything from like a play to a novel to like a painting is a different form of communication to like a large group of people. And film is, I think over the course of the 20th century, it's sort of displaced those other mediums. Like they're all still important and relevant, but films become the art form of this century. I guess when a movie is received by an audience, if they enjoyed it, it communicated a certain kind of truth to them. Like maybe that truth isn't a truth to other people, but for those specific people it is. Which is why you can I feel like you can figure out the ideology of a country by which movies are the biggest hits. You look at America's films like in any period of time, and if something was a breakout hit, my assumption is that it really spoke to that time period. Movies can have movies operate on a shared cultural context. So like people's perceptions are divided. Like there are movies that are made for blue states, there are movies that are, I guess most movies will try to appeal to both in certain ways, so they'll even contain conflicting ideologies. But movies can also be made for very specific audiences. For example, Seinfeld was a massive hit in America, but Seinfeld never cracked the top 40 among black viewers. That's because of shared cultural context. Humor very specifically is like lives and dies on this, because people will find different things funny because like funniness I think has to do with absurdity. Like something's funny if it goes against your expectation. Different things will seem absurd to different cultures, which is also why there's a lot of racial humor in movies. It's just people's ideologies are so absurd to each other, which is why the crazy black guy will appear in a white movie. Same thing why there will be like the stuffy white guy character in a black movie. Like these are broad cliches. Not every movie that's made mainly for white audiences is like that. Not every movie that's made widely for black audiences is like that. But those are very common in each of them. If you're open-minded enough, or sometimes if you're not open-minded, like a heavy-handed film can really bludgeon an idea into your head, even if you're hard-headed. But if you're open-minded, a movie can show you a different culture. It can show you a different cultural context. Like a good example is The Godfather. You're one of the Corleones. You're with them, you struggle with them, you're sad when Sonny dies, and you're an Italian mobster for the duration of that movie. You can almost even take on the morality of those people because you're so close to these characters. For the first time ever, I think, more than in any other medium, you can really experience a different life momentarily. That's why they've proven themselves as an art form. There's truth to any work of art, I think. Like, there has to be a truth to it. I guess that depends on if you think truth exists or not, but otherwise it failed as a work.